Hey guys, a couple of weeks ago I put a poll in the Redemption group about the Bible reading plan and just asked how you're doing. Are you on track? Are you ahead? Are you behind? Are you a lot behind? A little bit behind? Did you give up? And appreciate everybody that responded to that. We had about I think 60 responses, and it looked like the majority of the people are either on that responded are either on track or ahead, which is awesome. Super proud of you guys and excited that it's going well for so many. I've heard so many great stories and testimonies about that. Some of you are a little bit behind. Of course, it's not a big deal. Being a little bit behind is just being a little bit behind. You'll probably catch up if you put in a little extra time or just designate some time. We've talked about that in the past. Maybe go for a walk for an hour and listen to the audio Bible or do something special. Just carve out some time to get caught up and back on track. But I want to talk to those of you who are a lot behind. I know that can be very discouraging. First of all, I want to say you set a big goal. And so there's no shame in setting a big goal and not completely hitting it. Not that you won't hit it, but as of right now, you're not on track to hit it. But that's okay. If you, however far you've gotten so far, that's an accomplishment in and of itself. So no shame in that. Secondly, we're calling it the 365 Bible reading plan because we're aiming for that. But there's no shame in it taking 2 years instead of 1 year. And so if you find that you're at an enjoyable pace and it's going well at that pace, feel free to slow down and stick with that pace. You don't have to do this in a year. There's some other options. If you're getting discouraged, which I imagine you probably are, it is discouraging when you fall into that category. It may not be, but if it is, consider a couple of things. One, you may, as long as you've been keeping track of where you're at, you may want to just jump to where we're at today. Maybe just go straight to where we're at today, skip everything you've missed in between. And one, you can either go back and listen to that later, or you can just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to skip it. I read the first couple books of the Bible. The first 5 books are, as so many people have commented, very repetitive. And so that's okay. You'll probably have a general idea of the basic story of what's going on with Moses and the people in the wilderness. And so maybe just skip ahead to where we're at. The other option would be just to adopt a different plan and just say, hey, I'm gonna get through the Old Testament this year, or I'm gonna get through the Bible in 2 years. Those are good options. Either way, if you're in the Bible, you're in the Bible. Don't be discouraged. Don't you dare be discouraged if you've fallen behind. And it could be for a lot of reasons. You're probably super busy, and maybe you don't have the convenience of a 45-minute commute to work, where a lot of people that are ahead, it's because they're listening to it and they're cranking it out. Or maybe you got infants or toddlers crawling up your leg all day. So no discouragement permitted. Absolutely no discouragement permitted. Just do the best with where you're at. Don't give up on being in the Bible. Make some adjustments to your plan. We're not quite 3 years into the year, so you may want to catch up. You may have an opportunity. Maybe you're going on vacation this summer and you're going to have a long road trip, and you'll catch up then. So there might be plenty of opportunities to get back on track at some point. So just keep going forward. No matter where you're at, keep going forward. Don't feel bad if you have to skip ahead or do something a little bit different that works for you. No matter what you do, just stay in the Word. And for those of you that are keeping up and doing this daily, just awesome. I'm so thankful that our church is doing this on all levels. I'm just so glad that people are committed to getting into the Word. I do have a personal goal of getting 60 people across the finish line this year, and so I'm looking forward to talking to you throughout the year and seeing if you're going to be one of those 60 people. I'm really hopeful that we'll see that come to fruition. But if you need any help, need any encouragement or any help, have any questions, let me know. I'd love to talk and help you in any way that I can. All right, peace.